Chapter 33 Miss Sisyphus. The next day, all of us beat Miss Sisyphus to class. It wasn't like her to be late. While everyone else talked and ran around the room, I took out my notebook. It almost wasn't surprising to see the blue paper sitting there in between the pages like it was waiting for me. I was kind of getting used to the notes. Maybe I'd never know who wrote them and they'd just go on forever. It'd be annoying, never knowing, but maybe there are some things you just don't get to know. Elise, this is going to be my last note to you. It's time for me to move on. I've had a tough time this year too, but writing to you has helped make me feel a little better, so thank you very much for reading. What? Of course, now that I had accepted the notes would go on forever, they were ending. My eyes fell to the floor. This was weirdly kind of sad. And after everything, that was it? They were just over? And I'd really never get to know who they were from? I couldn't pay attention to anything going on in the room, even when Frank, the maintenance guy, came in to watch us and started teaching a lesson on how to make a paper airplane that can fly across a whole room without falling. 10 minutes later, Mr. Todd came into the room. We heard his giant footsteps from a mile away, so everyone quickly ran back to their seats from all over the room. Frank grabbed all the planes and shoved them into his big back pockets. When they didn't all fit, he stuffed some down his shirt, which made us all explode in laughs. He looked pointy in some seriously funny places. "Frank has boobs!" Kevin shouted as Mr. Todd opened the door. "I'm afraid I have bad news," Mr. Todd said, ignoring the boob comment. "Miss Sisyphus is unable to be your teacher for the remainder of the year." "Yes!" The entire class erupted in loud cheers and screams. He could have told us that we didn't have to go to school for the rest of the year, and the reaction would have been the exact same. Mr. Todd cleared his throat. "So, she got fired?" Amy asked as the noise died down. "No, not at all. She's pursuing a different path, and I, for one, am thrilled for her. And in other exciting news, for the rest of the week, you'll have a wonderful substitute teacher extraordinaire who is available on extremely short notice. Please welcome..." He looked at the door dramatically, then sprinted outside of it and walked casually back in. "Me, Mr. Todd, at your service." We all eyed him suspiciously. Sure, he was probably a better teacher than Miss Sisyphus, but how well did we really know this guy? What did we really know about him other than how he looked like a grizzly bear and loved all things blue? Although I thought that grizzly bear hair of his sort of helped me out in the snowstorm. Maybe Miss Sisyphus had taught me something, too, I realized. She had taught me to wonder who people really are, because sometimes the person someone shows your parents isn't the same person they show you. And sometimes even the person they show you isn't the person they are. And with that very thought, it occurred to me that there might be one new note-writing suspect.